Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great today. Now, if you're a fan of football drama, you're in for a treat because today we've got some spicy takes from none other than the GOAT himself. Tom Brady. Yep, you read that right. Brady has some very interesting thoughts on the recent hit by Azeez Al-Shaair on Trevor Lawrence that had the whole NFL world buzzing. And guess what? It's probably not what you'd expect. So, grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into this quarterback drama. Because it's about to get a lot more interesting than just a few helmet-to-helmet hits. The Brady take. A QB's perspective on protecting themselves. So, let's set the stage here. The NFL world was rocked after Azeez Al-Shaair of the San Francisco 49ers delivered a hit on Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence that left Lawrence concussed and the two teams in a full-blown brawl. It was a hit that sparked heated debates across the league, on social media, and everywhere else. And guess who decided to weigh in on it? You guessed it, the one and only Tom Brady. Now, Brady, the 7-time Super Bowl champion, didn't exactly throw his full support behind the hit. But he did say something that might surprise you. Brady, the quarterback who spent years under the intense spotlight of New England and Tampa Bay, said quarterbacks need to take better care of themselves. Yes, you read that correctly. He believes that quarterbacks are partly responsible for their own safety. And it's not just up to the defenders to figure out when to pull up. You might think, wait, Tom Brady? The same guy who's been sacked more times than we can count, is saying that quarterbacks need to protect themselves? But before you start shaking your head, let's break down exactly what Brady said, and why it makes a whole lot of sense when you think about it. Brady's mixed emotions on quarterback slides. Now, Brady, being the diplomatic legend that he is, admitted that he has mixed emotions on the whole topic. He's not out here throwing anyone under the bus, well, at least not directly. He's just calling it as he sees it. Tom recounted a story from his early years in the NFL, where he learned an important lesson about slides. Apparently, back in the day, Brady had one of those rookie moments where he tried to slide in. Well, let's just say it didn't go as smoothly as planned. He ended up getting his helmet knocked off by a defender who didn't exactly pull back in time. The moral of the story? According to his veteran teammates, if you're gonna slide, you better get down. Sounds like some tough love. Huh? Brady continued by explaining how defensive players are, by nature, aggressive. They're trained to attack, to stop the quarterback. And, let's face it, they're not exactly in the business of giving quarterbacks a break. So, when a quarterback is in the process of sliding and might not be fully down yet, it puts defenders in a position where they have to make split-second decisions on whether to pull up or go in for the hit. The unfair burden on defenders. Now here comes the spicy part of Brady's take. He didn't mince words when he said, "I don't think that's fair to the defense." Wait, hold up. Brady thinks defenders are getting a bad rap? Absolutely. Let's think about it for a second. Brady argues that when a quarterback chooses to run, they're putting themselves in harm's way. Running the ball is a dangerous move. And it's not like the defense is just going to roll out the red carpet for them to get a free ride. They're trying to stop the quarterback. And they're trying to do it fast. So, in Brady's eyes, the onus should be on the quarterback to be aware of their own safety, not on the defenders to suddenly hit the brakes at the last second. Brady's stance, while not exactly controversial, definitely has a different flavor to it than what you might hear from other players in the league. Most people might expect Brady, as a former quarterback, to instantly jump to the defense of the QBs. But instead, he's saying, hey, the quarterback has to be smart about when they run and how they slide. And to be fair, it's a solid point. When you put yourself in danger, you can't always expect the other guy to make a perfect decision. Azeez Al-Shaair's apology and the NFL's decision. After the hit on Lawrence, Azeez Al-Shaair took to social media to apologize for the injury. Now, Al-Shaair wasn't exactly thrilled with the backlash. And he even threw a bit of a curveball when he said that he wasn't entirely sure whether the hit was actually late. Sounds like a classic case of second-guessing. But hey, that's what happens when you're in the middle of a storm of controversy. Al-Shaair's coach, DeMeco Ryans, came to his defense, echoing Brady's sentiment that quarterbacks need to protect themselves better. Ryans argued that in these situations, it's hard to ask defenders to do anything differently, as they're just trying to play the game at full speed. But despite the defense from both Al-Shaair and Ryans, the NFL didn't exactly let the hit slide, pun intended. The league issued a ruling declaring Al-Shaair's hit as illegal and suspended him for 3 games. The NFL also sent a message loud and clear that Al-Shaair's actions went against the spirit of sportsmanship and the core values of the game. John Runyon, the NFL's vice president of football operations, made it crystal clear that players must respect the health and safety of their opponents. Al-Shaair's repeated infractions didn't help his case, and the league decided to take action. 3 games, no less. Conclusion: the ongoing debate over quarterback protection. So, what can we take away from all of this? Well, there's still a lot of disagreement in the football world. Brady's stance on quarterback safety certainly isn't one that everyone agrees with. But it raises an important point. Quarterbacks need to take responsibility for their own safety on the field. Yes, defenders need to be careful. But at the end of the day, it's the QB's job to avoid putting themselves in vulnerable positions. Whether or not you agree with Brady's take, there's no denying that this hit has sparked a much-needed conversation about how the NFL handles quarterback protection, and whether the rules are really working to keep quarterbacks safe, or if there's still room for improvement. Alright, that wraps up today's breakdown of Tom Brady's take on quarterback safety and that hit on Trevor Lawrence. What do you think? Does Brady make a valid point? Or is he just trying to stir the pot? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share with your friends. Trust me, it helps a lot. You don't want to miss out on more football drama. So be sure to stick around for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Hey there, football fans, buckle up, because we've got some NFL drama to talk about that had us all on the edge of our seats this weekend. From illegal hits to heated confrontations, Week 13 brought us the kind of action that only the NFL can deliver. So, let's dive into the jaw-dropping moment that left everyone talking, and trust us, it wasn't just about the game. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with your friends because, oh boy, we've got some juicy stuff to unpack today. The hit heard round the league, Azeez Al-Shaair versus Trevor Lawrence. Alright, folks, here's where the story gets spicy. Sunday's game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and Houston Texans took a serious turn when Azeez Al-Shaair, linebacker for the Texans, decided that Trevor Lawrence wasn't just a quarterback, he was a human piñata. And unfortunately for Lawrence, Al-Shaair took a very wrong approach to tackling. It all went down with just a few minutes left before halftime. Lawrence had just run for a first down and, like any good quarterback trying to save his legs, was about to slide to the ground. Now, in case you didn't know, the NFL has this little rule, a rule that's been around longer than you can remember, that you don't hit a quarterback who's in the process of sliding. Why? Well, it's for their safety, of course. We all know Trevor Lawrence is a little too valuable for that. But guess who didn't get the memo? Yep, you guessed it, Azeez Al-Shaair. As Lawrence was sliding to end the play, Al-Shaair came in full speed ahead, forearm outstretched like a linebacker who's never heard of a pull-up. The impact was brutal. Lawrence's head snapped back, bouncing off the turf like a ping-pong ball on a bad bounce. Ouch. As you can imagine, this wasn't just a play that had Jacksonville fans fuming, it was a full-blown situation. The hit took place right in front of the Jaguars sideline, and as soon as Lawrence hit the ground, teammates flooded the field faster than you can say, flag on the play. Jaguars players swarmed Al-Shaair, furious that their quarterback was taken out of the game with what looked like a nasty head injury. But hold on, it didn't end there. Texans players rushed in, trying to defend their teammate. And suddenly, we had ourselves a full-on skirmish. Players were throwing hands, coaches were shouting,